Oh, this is bad news for Time Attack Tuesdays. We need to be at a 150 to be competitive, and we're running a 156. We are 6 seconds too slow. This is disastrous, and that's why by Tuesday, you want to have a good qualifying lap for your league. Being 6 seconds behind is an absolute disaster, but let's try to get top 8 to start off the week. If we can be top 8, we're not hurting our driver rating. Definitely don't want to go any further down in the driver rating, but we do race pretty often without a whole lot of experience, and we just try to keep the safe, smart driving going. I may be the worst and slowest driver when it comes to YouTube and Gran Turismo 7, but hopefully I'm at least the snazziest dressed, at least tonight. Let's get to these races, and then after that, part 2 of the live, we're going to be doing the live stream, part of the live stream where we take on the YouTubers versus the subscribers, where we take on a new race, winner picks, so no one has a whole lot of time to practice. It's just down to the base racecraft, the skill mixed with smart, safe driving wins those races. The Dark J, welcome. Mustang Drifter, welcome. I hope you'll be in the races tonight, unless you're walking the dogs, in which case I wish you a wonderful time. Here we've got a nice pre-Christmas snow coming down. Let's see, we got the radar on. We are ready to race. Almost went to Bathurst and then remembered how I'm even slower with the GT4 cars, the GR4 cars. But of course, driving safe and smart can get you some decent results. Oof! Caught the elevated, that would be a wrecked car. Caught the elevated sidewalk there. Let's see what kind of, is this going to be Troubled Tuesdays? What kind of blood's going to get spilled on the track? Hopefully it won't be too much of a Call of Duty racing scenario. Yay, Mr. Gaming 21. Yeah, welcome back. It's been a couple weeks. Good to have you back, mate. Hopefully you'll be racing with us tonight. Supporting the racing from the subscribers, or what we could really say is the non-JCCR racing team. Not sure if you're rocking the livery now. Actually, I think you are. Alright, we're not that far off from the top 8, which is right where we need to be to not lose out. More driver rating. Ooh, sorry, mate. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Not a good contact there on my part. Hot clown garbage coming from my driving. I definitely slid into them there, but there's a lot of traffic on that turn. The pack is tight. I think everyone's having trouble with Highway 1 being in reverse. And some people are just destroying each other on the straightaways, as we're witnessing right ahead. Oh, yeah, hitting on the straightaways. Lovely. Oh, we're moving up the pack here. There we go. Let's see if we can hold on to 8. Wow, that is a lot of laps. Woo! 296 Ferrari doing a great job holding the track, and my irregular movements not so smooth because I'm not quite knowing how to drive the track yet. It hasn't been turned into muscle memory, nowhere near that point. car behind us hit the wall, and we made it out of there without getting pinned or speared into the wall. Awfully nice when you make it out just in the nick of time. Alright, if you don't already have me on the PSN Friends Network, you can just look for JCCR_racing, add me in. I'll ask for that. I will gladly add you. Oh, wow. Oh, he just crashed himself out. That will ruin his race. This 296 is a beast. Taking a hit. Crashing out the car is coming to spear us into another stratosphere. So that's a nice change. The 911's a little weak. It takes a hit and just takes it off track, off course pretty easily. Alright, sorry, I usually talk more than this. So I'm not quite as involved in the chat because this is requiring a little more concentration than usual. Because half the time I'm asking myself, what turn is next? What's going on? We are holding on ninth with some, I guess, defensive blocking. Half the time I'm just getting hit and kind of surprised. The time's slowly coming down. Alright, let go of the accelerator there, but no braking required. Ooh. Saw the one and thought I had to go down into first gear, but that was not the section to be doing that. Oh, another hit. This is Troubled Tuesdays. It is an absolute bloodbath. You'd think that would be over at Bloodthirst or Butthurst Mountain. But no, we are taking a real pounding here at Highway 1 in reverse. Oh, thank you very much, Dark J, for explaining where we're at and why there's no other channel racers. No one from the JCCR team, no randos, and no return champions like Rowicki. Man, that Rowicki's won a lot of races, but we haven't seen him in the last week. We haven't seen him for about the last 5 or 6 races. Oh, way to ruin my race after several laps of holding. Slowly climbing up, well, climbing up. I was at least holding on to 9th. That's 3 positions higher than where we started. Well, at least we got racing mates. It's been a little more exciting not doing this straight all by myself with no one ahead. Almost halfway done the race. Gotta get out of that horrible habit because that is costing us positions. Well, that guy chose violence and the universe gave him violence right back. Hey, evening, Eric. Good to have you back. Ooh, if we brake there, though, the Ferrari won't do a whole lot of trail braking. Even with brake balance at 2, we'll just slide right through the turn. All right, full throttle through here. Slowly picking up this race. Really looks like you're going to drive off the mountain there. That would be extremely intimidating and kind of scary to do in the real world. Hey, Bren, welcome in. Out of This World Gaming, folks. We all need a little board games in our life. Check out Out of This World Gaming's YouTube channel, as it'll cover all those need-to-know board games that will bring you and your friends closer together, help you with your communication and mental sharpness, your just overall mental skills. And if you have kids, of course you want your kids to be smart. Be smart enough to know when to hide their smarts, but also smart enough to know when it's important to use it. Oh, at least I didn't go down to third. Not as much of a failure there. Now with the update, we can't just shift down like a madman and use a lot of transmission braking. We got to drive the vehicle, forced to drive the vehicle like we don't want to blow a transmission right there on the track, and we are in 7th. Do we have to pit? I would love it if we could just run the softs all the way to the end. Down to first for the proper rotation. Okay, so that whole section cost us any lead that we had. Woo, got the McLaren right behind us now. All right, let's see here. There we go, pushing it. And let me know in the comments if the pit is forced. Box, box, box. Okay, thank you, Game Brigade. That lets me know absolutely that I need to pit. So we'll pit at the end of this one. Oh, that's right. That will cost us a silly quarter second. Oh, sliding on through. Whew. That was a near accident. Brigade, great to have you back, buddy. First gear, get the rotation, and throttle it down. Ooh, should have throttled down there. Leaving time on the table. Well, happy that Happy that we took the challenge, tried on the new race instead of just kind of caving and throwing in the towel and jumping in on Bathurst. All right, softs, 4 softs with no refuel. Oh, pit isn't required. Oh, good. I'll know for the next time. I'm curious. I think I'm going to try to run those softs all the way through. All 11 laps. As long as the tire doesn't have the equivalent of a blowout and just have the 0-0 grip and spin out on every single turn. All right, 8.9 seconds behind. Can we catch up to 8th and protect our driver rating? I think there's a chance. There's a good chance 8th or someone up there is going to crash out. There's a chance I crash out. Clearly. I was looking right over the edge of that cliff, wondering how is this going to turn out. Alright, what kind of lap can we get now that the tires are warmed up? We're ready for one full real lap. Alright, hot lap starting now. Got a good idea of how the track plays out. Alright, I think we got a kit chance here for 8th. He's at the end of the straightaway. We just had our fastest going about for that section. Alright, let's get in below a 156. I think last night we got a 153 here. High 153, 153.9. 3 seconds faster than the qualifying lap with the cars on the track. Helped that we're just following the other cars, but we were over in the world mode, so who knows what was going on with our car. Maybe it was boosted. Hey, Edward, welcome back from the RSR team. Good to see you again. There we go, 153.3. Let's get this down to a 152. A bit more of a proper time, a little more competitive in the group here. And we've got the 8th. Will we have not our fastest going about through that section? We'll have to make it out somewhere else. I think we just made it up through that section. Hey Daniel, welcome back, buddy. That was slow through that section. Don't want to believe that 153.3 is the fastest we can get through here. We got to figure out where we can get through, what turns we can go through at faster speeds. Maybe it's right there. I think that's about the fastest we've gone through that section. Boom! Shaved a full second. 1.1 seconds off. Now let's put it all together. And no. Pushed it too hard. Woo! Mega crash. I think that's the wrong direction. So there goes 8. We pushed it too hard. Typical last lap, Johnny. Whew. Well, let's try to still finish at a higher position than where we started. Started in 12. Woo! Good job, Daniel. Keep chasing it. Perseverance is key. Light braking just to get the car going at the right speed. And that's what I feared all night long, this entire race. Good job, Sappy. Yeah, I was starting to really get in the beat of the track. Starting to find the pace, that's right. Oh, I'm sorry. Go for it, buddy. I did not deserve that. That was a dirty pass. Ricky Rez Racer. Guardrails need a hug once in a while. Also, yes, well said, Daniel. Thank you. There we go. It is hot in here. Woo. We got up 5 positions, then fell down fell down 2 after the pit. Climbed back up. We were in 8th. That race had a bit of everything, including one major crash. One unfortunate crash. All right, so someone saying, Bleisner Jr. saying, I stopped to pick up a puppy. Fair enough, mate. And let's see, love to see it at the top of the pack there. Ross Stern, 82, great work, first place, clean driving. Seth, same to you, great second place win. And Safrira, also great driving. The whole top of the pack, the top 4, great work. All clean racing, well-deserved races. And my D went down, oof. No one likes it when that happens. That's my driver rating. Let's see where it's at. Oh, it is low. And the S rating is not perfect because that was not a perfect race. All right, let's get down to the multiplayer. Let's get in a little lobby here. We will start the race at, what am I thinking? Watkins. Maybe Montreal. Let me know what you all think in the comments section. Hey, Bobby Vegas Gaming, you legend. Welcome in. Welcome back. Thanks so much for dropping in. The legend himself. Let's see. Let's do a night of... I got to get the options here. Not endurance. Let's do the 12 race. Now, the 14 is proper with the qualify. And we probably got to start setting these up so it's not public, but friends only. But let's start doing that. Let's try to aim for that either next week or the beginning of the new year. When we get to the live stream, if we're at this part and we're above 20, I think it makes sense to do a 14 race with only friends. And let's hit it up here. So we'll keep it public for tonight. And let's see here. Yes, we've got all the options ready to go. We'll load in while I'm waiting to hear a little bit back feedback. I think Watkins could be quite a bit of fun this evening. But I can't remember if that's the race we were talking about at the end of last night, saying we would start up next. Magloire is a great one. Love the track. Great flow. Actually like the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve quite a bit, but I know people are still adjusting to it, and it's not that popular. I really like Nürburgring, and that's odd. Spa, great flow to Spa, absolutely love it, but someone's going to win and pick that anyways. Let's do Watkins Glen. One of my favorite racetracks. Oh, we got people initializing. Okay, fair enough. As people load in, so we'll switch that up in just a moment. We've got all 14 racers. If one of the regulars, if you're trying to get in, let me know. New people with low safety ratings will get replaced. Like that, any potential B rating. Still room for one more regular here, because we are definitely missing some of our regulars tonight. We got some potential stranger danger here. I like what Brendan N has to say there. Racing isn't art. Do keep it clean. Make it beautiful or get kicked. Knight Rider Jim trying to find a spot. I will make you a spot there. And they're not loading in anyways, as it is. Ricky Rez Racer, great to have you back, buddy. Kronk will make a spot. Still low safety ratings. So Knight Rider Jim, we got a spot here for you. 20 speed. Let's see, 20 speed. What? I do like the new livery. It's a lot of white. I'm not a big fan of white, but I do like how that blends into a bit of blue in the back. I'd like to see that up closer. Let's see here if I can check it out on the track here. Yeah, no, that's solid. It's a good BMW look. Mustang Drifter looking sharp, mate. Mr. Gaming 21. Very nice. We've got a lot of challengers tonight, so that's going to be great. It's the JCCR Racing Team versus the challengers. Let's see. Do we have all 14? And is Knight Rider Jim in? We're missing Rizio. We will lower safety ratings, who are also new, will get the boot while we're just trying to get everyone in here. Oh, hate booting people. Let's see, is this our buddy here? Oh, A is higher than B, so let's get the B's out. And see if we can now change up the course and get Knight Rider Jim in. Watkins, where are you at? Right in the middle. Hey, Super Doofus! Let me know if you're going to be racing, if I need to make a little more space for you. JCCR Noob. No, don't worry, JCCR Noob. You are a regular. You are a regular now. You've made it into the regular. You're fully accepted by the clan here. And by clan, I just mean group. Super Doofus. There's that winning attitude. All right. It was comical. All right, let's see if we can get everyone in now. All right, here we go. And as everyone loads in, I will be right back. All right. Thank you for your patience, everyone. We've got our 14 racers. And JCCR Noob, you just got to hit that little thumbs up button when you've got your car picked up. I'm used to driving the 911 here, and I'm quite excited to try out the 296 GTB, see how it rolls here. So JCCR Noob, I'd say hit the green button or leave the space open. Either join the race or leave the space open for a 14th racer. But don't be shy. Join the race. Get the practice in. Because I am going to start. I'm going to make the space available if you don't join up soon. Let's see who's on the track. Give you a chance to join in. We got Gaming 21 here, Lincolnator, Marciello, Brennan, and it's Johnny right here, wearing my green for upcoming Christmas here. Mustang Drifter, great to have you in. Marciello 20 speed, Brennan, new livery 20 speed, looking sharp. New livery from Out of This World Gaming. Yeah, Bren, fantastic. Jeez, looking sharp. Ricky Rez Racer, very quick and making an appearance back on the channel. Great to have you. Sir Swish. JCCR Ronan rocking a new livery as well, if I'm not mistaken. Looking very nice. Rocking a great livery for the BMW. Hey, Filmless Games, Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you very much. JCCR Devious. Jay Rizzio. Nice little 80s theme there. Makes me think of 1982 Windbreakers. Love the style. All right, now let's... Oh, very nice. Out of This World Gaming. Yes, now we're all ready. I think everyone has... Oh, so noob, I guess I'm going to make... You're not hitting the go button. So I'm going to make the space available, and also, oh, and 20 speed, you got to hit that green button you were just in. You must be switching cars at the moment. Oh, JCCR, a noob. Yeah, oh, sorry. You definitely can, just don't, I'd say, if anything, watch. Oh, because you want to flip between the cars. When we run 14, we're pretty tight on space, I'd say. Ideally watch from the live. Unfortunately, then you're stuck watching me and Filmless Games with a huge donation. That is very kind. Thank you so much, Filmless Games. Extremely generous. That is oh so sweet. And we've got everyone in now, so I think we're ready to do the qualifying. Filmless, anytime you want to join these races, come and show us how it's done. I certainly have a whole lot to learn, but that's the goal of this channel. It's to be focused on learning and growth, not so much just about, you know, finishing first, which would mean I'd have to find some slower drivers than myself to race against. But it's about perseverance, sticking to it, putting in a little bit of work into any task, because really the key to success in life is absolute perseverance. Yes, some people have natural talent, but it only takes them so far. Often people with natural talent for things rely on motivation. They just go from one skill or hobby to another based on how they feel, and that works for them because when they start something new, they're already pretty darn good at it. But you can beat out natural talent if you put in the time, the perseverance, whether that's putting in 10 minutes a day or an hour a day. You can master most things with just time. Time, consistency, discipline. That is your key to acquiring a good level of perseverance and strength. Discipline, strength. You just got to live through the suck, go through the process where it's embarrassing because you're kind of, you know, new at it, slow. So when I started working out, I was 110 pounds, so it was extremely embarrassing. But you just get through it, and you just keep working out, and you keep putting in your 45 minutes a day. Oh, having a bit of an embarrassing moment right there as we speak. Overcooked the turn. All right, I know we can run through the top of third, even low fourth through here. Trying to find space. There we go. Space was found. Mr. Gaming 21. Let's see, let's follow you. I know you're a quick driver, so I can learn a thing or two. Ooh, I got a lucky break there. Every so often, just catch the right line. It is the season of gifting. You're very generous, Filmless. Thank you so much. You are a legend, and your generosity is legendary. Thank you so much for the Christmas present. If I'm too quick here, I'll start in last, because we're going to start with the slowest qualifying laps up at the top. So, channel's about learning and growing. You put the slower drivers at the top. They get to watch faster drivers pass them, learn about, get to have safe driving exemplified to them. They get to learn about faster lines, smarter, safer driving. And what's actually interesting in all that is I think it's fun when you're fast. It's fun to weave in and out of traffic. And it does practice you for those when you have slower, less experienced drivers in front of you. Sometimes they hit the brakes way too late. Sometimes they hit the brakes way too early. And sometimes you're just spun out in a turn that you couldn't see going in. And it really practices your reflexes, the defensive driving, the block, well, not so much the blocking, but there are a mix of A plus drivers, and that was a slow showing right there. That'll cost us a bit of time, but let's see what we pull off here. So 148.2. Not very quick, not very slow, somewhere in between. All right, let's see. Brennan, passing me. The Dark J, no surprise. Those guys are very quick. 20 speed will jump ahead of me as well, unless you had a technical difficulty there. I guess I had a relatively quick lap time there. So this is how it's going to break down. We got Gaming 21 at the top, Devious, Sir Swish, Lincolnator, Mustang Drifter X, 20 speed. Folks, check out these individuals' YouTube channels. They're all great drivers, great guys, worth guys and gals, mostly guys, worth your time. Bren N is, oh boy, I'm going to start with Bren N. Gaming 21, you're at the top because people had faster lap times, and we start the slower racers at the top. Oh, we need Mr. Lateets is back. We need to have him. I guess he missed maybe the qualifying. We'll get him in the next race. Remember, when you win this race, not just the qualifying, but when you win the official race, you get to pick the next race. Hey, Knight Rider Jim. Welcome back, mate. There probably will be, at the end of this race, space for you if ever you're up for making it to race 2 of the evening. Hopefully we'll have time to get in. Well, we'll see. If it's 2-0, maybe then we'll end it there. So let's see how this turns out. Get your radar on, folks. It will help. Oh, I'm going to slide in behind Jay Rizzio here. Try to. Oh, Gaming 21 got hit hard by somebody. I'd love to know who got him there. And I did some crash avoidance, so that had us lose a few positions here. All right, let's pedal to the metal all the way to the end of the track here. Oh, yeah, I was gonna go through there real quick, but then when I saw that I was gonna crash into the back of other cars, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna punt someone through here. So I went in too hot. No, I don't think too hot to actually make the turn. I think we would have made it with just a ton of speed. But we would have punted someone, so in those cases, you take your car off track, you avoid the collision. So it looks like we got stranger danger on the track because someone did some punting in turn 1, and we do not know who it was. Maybe we do need someone watching, because then they can sort of be the race ref when things go down dirty and nasty like that. All right, so Ferrari, you can actually slow it down, I feel like a good amount just by being a little rough with the steering wheel. Will we catch up? I think we got a shot here. We can get a few hot laps in here. We can jump up 2-3 positions. Turn the steering wheel as much as needed to make the turn, but as little as possible. So that's what I want to do last lap. Kind of just fly through. Man, this thing's got bite. Really is good at doing these high speed turns and still getting turn in and not sliding. Oof. Looks like there was violence on the track. We might be kicking people at the end of this, depending on what feedback we get. But the 296 GTB Ferrari is very quick here. The fastest time I've gotten through there with the 911 is 105, I think 7 or 105.9. Let's see if we can get into the 105s for section 1. Oh, we got some people on wrong tires. Oh, that is tough. We got to try to keep that as close to 110 miles per hour as possible if we want to keep climbing the pack here. Ooh, Sir Swish also rocking out in the 296 GTB. Let's try to fly through here. Trying to find a way around here. Oof. Slow showing there. We lost a second. Over a second. 1.5 seconds compared to the last time around. I'm having trouble finding a way around Sir Swish here. Anyone has any ideas? Don't shy away. I love suggestions. I don't take them back poorly. All part of the learning and growing process. Just because you listen to someone doesn't mean you have to agree with them. And we are off, right on. Back on the throttle before the apex marker. Thank you so much, Super Doofus, for the support. We're at 20 watching. Oh, it was great to make it to the 20 burger, but let's try to make it to the quarter pounder. All right, so right now it's looking like we got a chance here for a JCCR win. Pretty darn good chance, really. Mr. J Rizzo at the top there, followed by Ricky Rez Racer and Bren N. See how it shakes out. Oh, I didn't have the right line there, so came in at about 17 miles per hour. Slower than what we should be going in at the last turn of Watkins Glen. And we've got a win from the V12 Vantage, driven by Jay Rizzo, Ricky Rez Racer in second, and the A drivers still made it to the top. Bren N, out of this world gaming, great job, huge climb to those A racers, making it from the very bottom to the very top. We call that Drake racing, I guess. All right, let's see here. Car settings. Racing softs. So those are our winners, folks. Let's check out what race Jay Rizzo is going to pick for the next one. All right. And I am officially on holidays for the next 2 weeks. I rarely ever get 2 weeks off. I mean, at one point I'd gone 15 years of working without having 2 weeks off in a row. Actually, I think at one point, I came to close to 20 years actually of working without. And we've got Dragon Trail, fantastic. Let's hit it up. Nice choice and nice win by all those A drivers at the top, going from the bottom and making it to the top. And let's see here, where Dragon Trail, the tail of the dragon. Not reverse, even if you call it. I'm gonna break my own rules. I'll find some clause in the fine print. This track is simply lovely. I like Lincolnator saying simply lovely. All right, Ricky Rez Racer bringing up a great point. Never rage quit. Keep fighting in racing, in life, to any hobbies, sports, or businesses. And of course, like let's say you're invested in the stock market because that's sort of like a side business for you, as it is for me. Rage quitting doesn't mean never sell out of a company. Just means don't ever leave the stock market. Don't go like, oh, the stock market's really bad, and you completely leave. Look at people that would have done that back in April, going, oh, the stock market's so bad, it's gone down by 30%. It had also gone up by about 30% earlier on at the end of 2024. Basically, once that they said there's going to be a new president, so you don't completely quit. You can change your strategy, move things around, pick a different path. All right, Knight Rider Jim, I think you're right there. So folks, hit that green check mark. Let's get into a good qualifying lap, because if we jump into this quick enough, so that's one. Dano's not here. He must be getting ready for Christmas, because Dano would normally say we've got 1 win for the JCCR team. Well, he'd write it down. And 0 for what we can call the subs, the randos, the B-backs. What are other good names? Randos are my favorite, even though we got like some of the non-JCCR racing team. They come in almost every night, and it's great having them in. Sir Swish, my friend, you've got to hit. There you go. You hit the button. Attack of the Rizzler. All right. Let's start the qualifying lap. Oh, can I handle the 296 through here? I'm going to try. My 911 here is my personal favorite. Let's hope, Dark J, that you don't have to put the Batman livery on. Remember, Batman's still Batman, even if he's in his Bruce Wayne clothing. Oh, we got some people on medium tires. Oh boy, 20 speed. JCCR Devious, you got to switch that up at the end of the qualifying. Or if you want, more tires that aren't worn as much, then you've got the right strategy there. The softs will wear on our 4 laps. Okay, no, the Ferrari is rather quite lovely here. What a dream car, and the GTR is a great car for this track when you're in weeklies and you got people pushing everywhere. The GTR takes a beating and just keeps on driving along. Takes a kicking and keeps on ticking. Loving the 296. Look at that, it just regained control. I'd completely lost control. I was on two wheels. The balance was just horrible on the car. I really did not have the right line through there, and as soon as the car got back on all fours, it just gripped it and ripped it. My goodness. I'm not afraid. I am going to have my absolute fastest lap possible. I'm not going to have a bad lap just to start at the top. So we got to see who wins the qualifier. Oh, we've got to put on our best here. Oh, how do I get in? Oh, I am sorry. I thought we had a qualifying lap going on here. And what did I do? Huh. It's as if enter course. Okay, maybe I misunderstood. We are still in the qualifying. So I just took myself out. Sorry about that. I wonder if I wonder if I still get to race the race. I might get kicked out of the race for doing that. Okay, is this like forced practice? I guess I accidentally went to practice, so we'll have some practice, I guess. And can we change cars during practice? No, but you can definitely go in and change your tires. So that's good. Let's see what everyone's rocking here. Jay Rizzio, the Rizzler. I'm in the pits. We got the Dark J rocking out the GTR. Very quick, very safe car. Rizzio picking up a 140. Wow. Good job, folks. Mustang Drifter rocking a 140. Wow. Mustang Drifter, this is clearly your race. Ronan with, oh, look at that, Ohio State. New livery, looking sharp. Love black and green or black and yellow. Great colors that go together. Reminding me that neurons that fire together wire together. So be careful with how often you're stressed or angry, because you'll lose development in your frontal cortex and more neural wiring and connections will be made at the back of your brain. The more animalistic side. Daniel's saying he's had a week off. We've all been there. It is kind of like riding a bike. You don't completely forget it, but you definitely get less good. Or when you lose your ski knees, your ski feet. All right, let's get this race started, folks. So I'm not the only one, it looks like. Oh, I think I'm kicked out of the race. That or didn't qualify, and they'll just put me at the absolute bottom. I hope I get to race. I'd like to get to race. All right, starting in last. So that's what happens if you don't qualify by accident or you quit out. Oh well, from back here I think we can safely avoid any mayhem from turn 1. Oh, what's going on? Gaming 21, get your try to have your radar on so you don't slam into people. Oh, this was that was nasty. So not bad starting from the far back, because I could at least avoid and dodge all that weird traffic. Always aim for the rear of a vehicle when it's crossing across the track, because it's going to continue going in that direction, and you just need to aim to where hard on the brakes to avoid an accident with Sir Swish. Oh, but he comes back and hits me. Let's see if he waits, or no waiting. Sir Swish, that will get you kicked in future races, so giving you a warning. It does happen. You come back on track and you take someone out. Absolutely happens. Try to avoid it. But if you do take them out, absolutely wait for them. Oh ho ho! Lots of traffic here. I'm not sure what's going on. There must have been a big crash on the Death Chicken. Alright, drag racing with Sir Swish here. Oh, good. Tucked in behind. Didn't go for the hit, so exhibiting some clean racing after that, so well done. All right, we're hopefully now flying and out of all the lap 1 mayhem. Hate seeing Brennan out of this world getting just taken out like that, because he's one of the fastest drivers in this lobby, and it's not fun when you're fast and you get taken out by slower drivers. That should be. So here I gotta watch as I come back on the track. I'll go into limp mode way off. I'll try to make myself easy enough to dodge, to avoid. Here we go, safely made it back onto the track. After this turn, you can get back to pushing the tires hard. Ooh, not quite yet. I was a little early on the throttle there. Didn't really give my tires a chance. 10 miles per hour too slow, but we made it through with no deaths. All right, back into the racing mix. Ronan up ahead, followed by Sir Swish. Oh, Sir Swish, come on, man. So we will go into spectate mode, and we got 20 speed at the top. Oh, and it's a wow, it's a drag race between 20 speed and Ricky Ray. This is a perfect matchup because we got a JCCR racer with not rando whatsoever, Mr. Ricky Rez Racer himself. So a non-JCCR followed by a JCCR. Let's see how this works out for the win. Oof, that's how you go through. So they're showing us the right lines. Let's watch third go through there. Ooh, a little contact there. That's going to cause, that's going to cause an accident. And we got racing going on. Some good racing down here as well. Always nice when there's a clumping of 3 or 4 cars. It's the perfect mix. Have a little fun back and forth action. JCCR Ronan climbing back up after I have a feeling he got taken out. Mustang Drifter got a blistering fast 140 on his qualifying here. All right, good luck to all the racers. Let's see. Res Racer is very fast. Can 20 speed catch him? Get the pass back because he was in the lead before. Ricky Res Racer, I guess, racing for those oh-so-healthy energy drinks. Ideally, you do not want to have too many of those back-to-back. But he is fast, he's got wings, and he's flying down the track. Oh, so that's the line. Wow, flying through there. 20 speed made it through really nicely as well. Ooh, Mustang, nice choice of car. Very nice, great sounding car, lots of fun to drive, and, you know, somewhat pretty attainable in the real world. Ronan's still climbing up. Great to see you climbing, Ronan. Rizio, Devious, Mustang Drifter, and it looks like Ricky Res Racer takes the win. That makes it 1-1. No choice. It's usually quitting time, but we got to get, I guess, one more race in. Right on. Well done. Okay, so let's see here. We've got Ricky Res, you know how it goes, mate. You win, you choose the next race. And it's the last one. It's going to be the tiebreaker. So tiebreaker race. Let's see what Ricky's got in store for us. And love seeing that people who had contacts, they're saying sorry about that. Chicken soup. Yeah, I guess you hit the wall so hard it was chicken soup. And the Dark J said, maybe I can finish a race tonight without getting taken out. Well, I took one person who was taking people out of the racing, so hopefully that helps. But yes, folks, please do race clean. In between choosing to hit a car or hitting the wall, choose to hit the wall every single time, because in the real world, you're better to have one car crash than to have two cars crash. Road Atlanta, oh boy, okay, let's hope the JCCR racing team is up for this. I know I'm not, but I like this race. It's a lot of fun. Let's do it. A nice little quick last race. 3 laps. If it'll load up. So as soon as you can, pick your tires, hit that green check, because we're going to get this one started up. We're already running into overtime. Good luck, everyone. Let's... Game Brigade asking, Johnny, how often do you do strategy races require a pit stop. We should do one of those, one per week. Yeah, we should. Instead of like 3 races, we could have one race with, 12 laps. That would be, let me know, Game Brigade, if you think that would be fun. And I'd like to hear from the rest of the community as well. All right, I think everyone is good and ready to go. Thanks for making it in. Let's start the qualifying. I definitely could use the extra racing, the extra practice. 1 second to go time. I hope you're all ready to put the pedal to the metal. Let's get down to some racing. Let's push it as hard as we can. But right before we get to the point of having an accident, let's try to be consistent. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Super Doofus, I'm bringing back the point that come January back into Season 2 of the Race League. Check out Sim Racing League Pro. So Sim Racing League Pro, you can join up, and that's where we do a mixture of racing, but generally all of it requires a pit. Because we usually race for about an hour. With practice and qualifying, it's an hour long. Alright, I'm going to try to get a respectable time. I'd like to only be 3 seconds behind the A racers. That's going to be tough on a race. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just taking it one turn at a time, not knowing what's coming up next. Not knowing what's behind the next hill. Alright, I might actually have a half-decent time here if I can manage to not crash out on any last lap shenanigans. Mow some lawn out here. Check out the publicity and marketing. Well, we got our lap in. Where did we finish? 121.9. Get back on the track without ruining anyone else's qualifying. Big little safety bretelle. Oh, come on. It's what it's actually made for. Daniel, well said. Well played. All right, Brennan, congratulations, 120.1, fantastic lap time, followed by JCCR Ronan with a 120.2, and Ricky Rez Racer with a 120.3. We got three real competitors there, three A racers. Marciello, great, 121.7. My goodness, you're quick here. We got Jay Rizzio rocking a 121.9, and I got a 122.5, and then went a little wonky there. All right, good luck, everybody. Good luck. 3 laps. Let's see what we can do here for the last race of the night. We've got a 1-1 setup, so it's a draw. Currently tied. JCCR Racing Team has 1-1. The randos and regular returners who aren't part of the JCCR Racing Team have 1 win as well. Monday night has been claimed by the JCCR Racing Team for the week. So right now for the week it's 1-0. Let's see how this ends, how this goes. Oh, Jay Rizzio getting an early climb on the pack. Oh my goodness, we had a little off-track incident. Completely my own fault. Now I'd like to be able to drive through here, because I feel like this is a nice semi-safe way. Good, there we go, to get back on the track. Oh, I do not know this track, and I'm not yet in the groove. Let's try to save the last, the remaining track time that we've got here. Not gonna rage quit. This is an important learning experience. Gotta remember, I don't know the turns, so I've just gotta watch a little gear indicator at the bottom. And with that, you can get through pretty much any course you don't know how to drive. So here, no little red gear indicator at the bottom means go, go, go. Keep the pedal to the metal. All right, first gear, so that means we're gonna have to start slowing down a ways in advance. All right, second gear through here. Alright, easier to be 6.5 seconds quicker when your first lap was oh so slow. Man, you can really rev up the 296 and have fun with the revs. There we go, 122.4. Try to get this into a 121 for the last lap. Mind you, that turn 1 was a little slow. This is a ton of fun once you get into the flow. The pace of this track, it's so much fun. Oh, really? Ignored the yellow flag. Okay. Fine, fine. I feel like I was having some good progress getting the pace of this. I would have to slam on the brakes pretty hard there to not pass. Well, that was a rough one. All right, so let's see who finished up on top here. Do we have a JCCR race win? And there we go. JCCR team took first and second. Bren, thank you so much for coming and giving everyone a run for the money. Same to you, Ricky Rez Racer. We need fast drivers like you coming in, and Bren and actually JCCR Racing Team as well now. So we got Ricky Rez Racer coming in, giving us a solid run for our money. Great having you in, folks. Thank you so much. Blessed to have you all. That was a lot of fun. A little bit of a rough race for me. So I'm sorry for those of you that were watching or just racing and listening. You're like, this guy sounds like he's bleeding out and suffering. Well, I kind of was. But I love persevering on a track because sometimes your most loathed track becomes your favorite track, or one of them. And I'm really starting to like Road Atlanta here. I'm still pretty lost, but... So look at that livery. To those that make us liveries on the channel, thank you so much for all the JCCR racing liveries being made out there. Out of this world gaming, it's always a blessing to have you along for the ride. The Rizio and Ronin as well. The Dark J. Folks, thank you so much for making it in. Ricky Rez Racer, thank you for making it back. Happy holidays, sir. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But... we will be back. I don't know. So we won't do a Christmas race on the 25th. So we won't have a Thursday race. But let me know if before we shut down the show, if you do a Wednesday race, a 24th, night of the 24th. Maybe that's going to be a little risky. Maybe I think a lot of people are going to be with their families. But let me know. And of course, I'll check with our general manager, Super Doofus himself. Good racing, everyone. Remember, your worst race is the race you can learn the most from. So those races are really important. You just got to be taking notes, mental notes. Godspeed and God bless everyone. I wish you all more cars and more power. Hope you get to put the pedal to the metal in a car that you love sometime real soon. Aussie Pug Designs. Thank you so much there for that, for this livery. See you back tomorrow. And if we don't race tomorrow, well, Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanks again for racing. See you again soon.